News just in. Coronavirus has caused millions and millions of people all around the world to refocus on their finances and their financial education. Luckily for you, you have come to the right place. Because today, we're learning about finances. Welcome. This is Venture Cat, and I talk about travel, personal finance, and lifestyle. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you subscribe and like the video and all that nice stuff. I am bringing you 5 financial lessons from quarantine. Tip number 1. You need to reevaluate your spending habits. Actually, I need my phone for this because I have been terrible. It's a snapshot of how much I've been spending on eating out and takeout. Right? January, so the period between 24 December and 23 Jan, I spent a lot of money on this, so please don't judge me. Well, you should judge me, that's the point. 1,400 eating out and takeout in Jan. February, 1,227 rand. March, and this is the kicker. This one hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart. Because I don't understand, I don't. 2,637 rand eating out and takeout. That's crazy. It's honestly crazy. And whatever your thing is that you need to change, it might not be this specifically. You need to look at that. You really need to look at that, because in April I spent 0. Obviously because of lockdown and the fact that everything was closed, so I physically couldn't. But I'm alive, I'm healthy, I've survived, I've been eating good food that I cooked for myself, and I've saved. You know what your thing is. Reevaluate, cut down on it a bit, because this lockdown has shown you that you actually can, you really can cut down on it. I'm not saying cut it out completely, obviously you deserve a nice life, but cut down when you can. A bonus tip, get a budgeting app. I use 22/7, it's by Old Mutual. Tip number 2, don't panic sell your investments. If you have investments that are there for the long run, it's not that you invested, it's not that you're trading, you are invested in this for the long run. In times of crises, market's gonna crash, your stock price is gonna go way down. This is not the time to sell. It's not. Because what you're doing is you're cashing in on your losses. You're cashing in on your losses, and then you're actually going to realize that smaller amount. Whereas if you just left the money as it is, just left it in the investments, what you're seeing is things are picking up now. For example, I saw it with my retirement annuity. In the middle of April, I checked for some reason. I haven't been checking it all along since I started putting money in it in December, just for context. I haven't checked it all along. And then, middle of April, I don't know why, I think I got an email or something. So I check, I log on to my account, and the value of it was less than the total contributions that I had made. Do you understand how that hurts? Far less. It wasn't pretty. For example, say I should have had 5,000 rand in total that I had contributed. I had 4,600 rand in value there, because the markets they were just playing. They were they didn't care, But obviously it's a retirement fund, I don't even have the option to cash it out. Not right now, I have to wait until I'm at least 55. So that money wasn't going anywhere. But other than that, if it was money that you could have access to, like you could sell those things, you shouldn't. Because lo and behold, I checked again this morning and it's like 10 Rand above the total amount that I've put in from being below in just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Because everything is haywire right now. Just calm down, don't panic, Sal. In fact, when things are undervalued, that's when you should be buying. That's just the rule of thumb. Tip number 3, I need to check. You need to start thinking about your retirement. Think about your retirement. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, this lockdown has been a proper example of what is going to happen when you retire. Your income stops. You're not doing anything. You're just like floating aimlessly in the universe. You know? So where is your money gonna be coming from when you retire? You need to start investing in that right now. Right now, the moment you start working. Some companies do this for you. So like they take out the deductions before you even get your money, and that's cool, but you also need to think about whether that's going to be enough for when you actually retire. Because another thing is, now when you put money in your retirement fund, you're basically putting it into the markets. They invest it in different places, all of that glory, right? What if there's a crisis again and stocks are low and the money that you get out of it is not what you expected? You should try and diversify in what you're investing for your retirement. So maybe try investing in like cash producing assets, right? So that when you're actually retired, you're getting that source of income from something else other than just your retirement annuity or your pension or whatever, because it might not be enough. The days of defined benefits, like defined contribution, defined benefits, that's over. Like, it's over. Your retirement is based on the value of your assets at the time. So, you know, just think about it. Research it. You need to like think about it seriously, because you don't want to have to suddenly readjust your lifestyle. Like when you're retired, you should be traveling and just living your best life with nothing to worry about. Tip number 4, very important, and this one you've heard time and time again. You need to have an emergency fund. You need to have an emergency fund for times exactly like this, where retrenchment is a real possibility. You might not be getting paid anymore. You need to have money to cover your living expenses during that time. So that's the one. Just have an emergency fund. And people usually say you need between 3 and 6 months worth of living expenses in that retirement fund. But don't freak out. It doesn't mean like once you open it, you should have that immediately. Just contribute towards your retirement fund until you have that amount of money. Once you do, you could just leave it, let it grow interest, and then start putting your savings towards other financial goals. You know, it's up to you how you do it, but like, you need to get started on that. And the last tip, which is a very difficult one, a bit of a reach for people like myself, but you need to develop an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, you need to think about where you can get opportunities out of bad situations, but without exploiting people. Okay, for example, you could have been producing masks. Like when we got that first 10 people who came from Italy, you could have been like, yay, this is my chance, because we all knew. I mean, we had hope that it wouldn't get to this, but it was inevitable. So you could have started planning, like YouTubing, how to sew masks, all of those things. Like you could have been preparing. And when we had that first, when the president announced that it's a state of national disaster, that's when you could have jumped on actually implementing it. Because look at us now, people are selling masks, people are making money, okay? So that's another thing. And I mean, this last one, I suck at it personally. Like, it might not be for everyone, but if you do have that mindset, actually implement it. Like, if you people have great ideas, implement those ideas. Like, actually work on it. You're lucky enough to have the idea in the first place. Some of us, dollar. So yeah, those are my 5 financial tips, financial lessons that I've learned from quarantine, or that were actually emphasized by this quarantine. I hope that you enjoyed them. If you have tips for me and tips for everyone else who's interested, please write them down in the comments. If you like this video, like it. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm on a road to 100 subscribers. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time with a travel vlog. Exciting times.